The technique that we're going to explore today is called Sgrafitto, and for this we're going to be using our black Sgrafitto board, which is a shiny board which is laminated with the black ink on the top, and we're going to transfer our drawing onto the surface. The best way to do that is to use the tracing paper, and I'm going to be drawing using this drawing of the fish that I've done on the tracing paper. I haven't put in all of the details because I just want the outline. It becomes very free when you actually start to work on the scratch board, and so I don't want to put in more detail than I need. So it's on the tracing paper, and I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to take the sheet, and I'm putting a piece of masking tape onto the back of this and attaching it so that it doesn't move, and then I can just lift it up and down to see my drawing. On the back of the drawing, I'm going to use a white pencil crayon, and I'm going to go over the outline of the fish so that I create a white line and a white surface on the back of the work. Pressing quite hard because this is going to be what's going to transfer. I then turn it over, having covered the whole thing, and then I'm going to take a sharp pencil or a ballpoint pen, and I'm going to go over the drawing so that I pick up all that white line and transfer it onto the Sgrafitto sheet. I don't know if you can see this with the shine.
Closer to the lens.
But we're just beginning to see that outline transferring. So then the next tool that we're going to require is the little blade in the pen holder, and it's really very versatile because it's got the sharp point, but it's also got the sides where you can scrape larger areas. And the idea with Sgrafitto is that it's all about contrast. It's contrast between the black background and the white lines. And so this is just beginning to develop. You can see that I've transferred the drawing onto the surface, and I've started to create repeated fine lines which are going to be the tail. But I'm also using larger areas that I'm taking out using the side of the pen, and that's removing the white areas, and that's going to create contrast. So you want to be very aware when you're doing this work that you are sort of picking up the contrast between the dark and the light, but also working on these very gentle little hatching and cross-hatching lines so that you begin to create some interesting surface texture in your work. Enjoy this. It's labor intensive but incredibly satisfying, and it'll be interesting to see what we all produce.